August, I suppose just to acknowledge the power, the absolute power of having 3 female leaders of our government parties here. That power we're seeing today. It's a power to make change, it's a power to change legislation, and what we're talking about here is protecting victims in their experience of the court system. I want to acknowledge just the work I know for Senator Doherty, for Senator Chambers and Senator Riley. They're bringing together collectively their experience here in terms of legislation, but also their background in terms of their legal expertise as well. I just want to thank Senator Hoey for your honest account and telling of your experience, and that will support others. Know that your story will, talk to others and encourage them to come forward. I represent a rural area, and in our area, and again with Minister McEntee and with all the work that's been trying to be done, but even getting supports in rural areas to have extended hours, free phone hours available for, say, Women's Aid or for local women's support groups. That very first step where that person feels that they can come forward. I do want to acknowledge only that recently I have had an experience with, engaging with the Guards in relation to a situation similar to this. And that there was a lot of support. So training is so important, and training is coming through in terms of our Garda Síochána, be it through the DPSU or through other areas, but that each and every guard is there and available and able to speak to somebody that walks through the doors in a way that gives them support. This is about not re-traumatizing victims, as the senators here have spoken. It's about protecting those victims so that they can have justice, that their lives and what has happened to them means that they will have justice in the time ahead and that they will be able to deal with this experience. It's very important that those character references, unvouched testimony is challenged, and that bill is what is here, and that will change that. And again, it comes back to the Victims Directive and how we're going to support the victims, particularly of sexual and domestic violence. I suppose I would just like to highlight that for anyone that is listening, there is that 24-hour number, there is Women's Aid and Garda Síochána. I just would like to encourage people to take that first step, whether it's speaking to a stranger at the end of the phone that's there to support you, whether it's reaching out. It is such a difficult time and experience, and just to say thank you to all for their contributions and their support. Minister.